Hello everyone, hope you have enjoyed my videos and podcast. Today, I will discuss a very interesting topic which is applicable to our daily work. We all aware that 80% of our revenue comes from 20% of the customers, or 80% of our happiness comes from 20% of our daily work. So, let's discuss. When you get into the office in the morning, what is the first thing you do? You check your email and prioritize your tasks for the day. But what techniques do you use to identify what need to get done first? If you have long list of tasks and projects to complete, how do you decide which one are the most important and urgent? So, let's discuss about Pareto Principal. It is a tool used in Six Sigma methodology to prioritize and focus on the most significant factors contributing to the problem. Pareto chart, a graphical tool that helps you to identify the 20% of cause that produce 80% of effect. The Pareto principle was developed by Italian economist Vilfredo Pareto, who observed in the late 19th century while studying the distribution of wealth and resource that he noticed that 80% of land was owned by 20% of population. Let's understand chart first. The frequency is plotted on the y-axis. This is frequency is how often each reason for a picking error occurred. The reason on the x-axis are listed from the most frequently to least frequently occurred. Right y-axis is the cumulative percentage of the total number of occurrences. In contains both bars and lines where individual values are represented in descending order by bars, and the cumulative total of a sample is represented by the curved line. An 80% cutoff line is also included to indicate where the 80-20 rules applies. The ordering in a Pareto chart helps identify the vital few, the factors that warrant the most attention, which fall under the 80% cutoff line, from the trivial many factors that have a relatively smaller effect, that is cumulative percent dots that fall above the 80% cutoff line. Let's do a sample case study on customer complaints on an e-commerce site. Let's assume we are working in a customer care or quality management team in an e-commerce company and trying to analyze customer complaints received on various dates, the date, categories of complaints, and the definition of these complaints. Now, such analysis will help us to identify root cause of entire issue and prioritize those attributes which are contributing to 80% of entire problem. First, we need to see the database, whether the data fitted in the system correct or not, and then do quick summarize of large amount of data by using pivot table. First, we need to select enter data set and go to insert, and there is a pivot table. Now, second step, we need to sort the data by descending order, that is largest to smallest. The right hand side, we need to do the cumulative of percentage by using this formula. Cumulative value divided by total sum, and then we copy and paste to enter cell, automatically it will calculate. In this Excel file, we can easily identify which are the vital few, that means our focus area. Those are the 7 focus area which is contributing 80% of entire complaint. However, we can create a Pareto chart by graphical mode. We need to select enter data, then go to insert, and we can see the recommended chart where the Pareto chart available. We need to follow few steps to create Pareto chart. First, identify the problems or process you want to improve and gather relevant data. Second, classify the data into categories or factors. Third, determine the frequency or occurrence of each factor. Fourth, calculate the cumulative percentage of each factor. Fifth, plot the bars and line graph on a graphing tool. And sixth, analyze the Pareto chart to identify the vital few factors. We can see in our Pareto chart, there is a 7 vital few factors, which are the high priority. Rest are trivial many. Those are the relatively small effects. However, we can divide or we can set 2 set of priority. One moderate, another is a low priority. One common misconception about the Pareto chart is that it provides a solution to the problem itself. However, the Pareto chart is a tool for identifying and prioritizing issues, not a direct solution. If you feel video content is informative, then please share to your friends and colleagues. Thank you.